everyone. Hello. Today I thought I would do a children's book reading for you and some soft taps. Some soft and slow. So today was kind of random. I am sick and I had to cancel work tomorrow because I've got a fever, and I don't know, I just felt ill or whatever, of course. I don't know what I felt. I'm actually thankful that I could cancel work because it's sort of like a gig freelance thing. I was thinking about how I feel guilty for taking a break when I need one. Even though, it's just human nature, and capitalism makes me feel like this. But yeah, I thought I would do a children's book reading to make me feel better, maybe. I was watching Southern Sounds ASMR, which she did a reading for Barbie, or like a Barbie book and another book, and I was like, I've got so many children's books at my home that I've never read, and I've actually never read this one either, but I thought the illustrations were really cute. So without further ado, let's get into Whale Gets Stuck by Charles Fugue and Karen Hales. It was midsummer in the Arctic. The sun shone all day and all night, and the sheet of ice that had covered the sea all through the winter was melting and breaking into small islands. Whale loved the open sea. He dived down into the deep, dark water. Then he turned, thrust his tail as hard as he could, and swam back up to the bright surface. "Look at me," Whale cried as he leapt out of the water. Fish looked up at Whale and quickly swam inside. He didn't want Whale to land on top of him. But slap! Whale landed right in the middle of an ice floe, and struggle as he might, he was stuck fast. "What am I going to do now?" he spluttered. Just then, a group of animals arrived to help out. "Don't worry," said Walrus. "We'll soon have you back in the water." "Dolphins," he bellowed, "tip the floe from underneath, and I will lever Whale off the ice with my magnificent tusks." But Whale didn't move an inch. "I know," Puffin squawked to the birds. "Let's lift him off instead." Birds flew up and perched on top of Whale. "Ouch! Stop!" shrieked Whale as the birds tried to grip his slippery skin with their sharp claws. "It won't work," he sighed sadly. "I'm stuck here forever." Everyone gathered around Walrus, hoping that he would have a bright idea. Meanwhile, under the water, Fish couldn't see what was happening above, and he was getting worried. Why hadn't Whale come back below the water to see him? By now, a group of polar bears and seals had arrived to see what all the fuss was about. "That's it," Walrus said excitedly. "You seals can help push while I leave a whale with my magnificent tusks, and the dolphins tip the ice floe. That should do it." Here they are. So the seals push, Walrus strained, and the dolphins tipped, but it was no good. Whale was stuck fast. Poor Whale began to sob quietly. Suddenly, Narwhal appeared. If Whale leapt on the ice, then he must be able to leap off again. Perhaps he just needs a little jab from underneath, he smiled. He aimed his sharp tusk at the dark shadow above, thrust his tail, and thump! Narwhal's tusk wasn't quite long enough. Whale was still stuck, and Narwhal got a nasty bump on the nose. Meanwhile, Walrus had another plan. If the polar bears leap onto the edge of the ice and the dolphins tip to the side, then I will leave a whale with my magnificent tusks while the seals push. So the polar bears leapt, the dolphins tipped, the walrus strained, and the seals pushed. The ice floe moved slowly, tipped up, pointed towards the sky, and then splash, 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 splash. It fell back in the water, and a huge wave swept everyone clean off the ice. Everyone, that is, except Whale. As the day went on, the sun got hotter and brighter, and Whale was still stuck. The animals pushed and shoved until finally they gave up and lay hot and panting on the cool ice. It's so important to have a community. Am I right? Am I right? Deep in the water, Fish peered upwards, and this time he could see exactly what was going on. The heat of the sun and the hot, weary animals had begun to melt the ice. Fish could see that the ice was very thin. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Above the surface, the tired animals had not noticed the creaking and the cracking all around them until crunch, 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 crunch. All the animals were plunged right back into the sea, including Whale. Love it. There's Walrus and Narwhal. Whale was just about to leap out of the water with joy when, "Whale, no!" cried Fish. Will remembered that his friend was still waiting for him, so with a slap of his tail, he dived under the water. And the two friends spent the rest of the day splashing beneath the surface together. The end. The end. I think I'll just make some sounds with the book. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.